Hey YouTube, this is Crazy Gamer Girl talking here, and welcome back to Top 5 for Five Nights at Freddy's. Now, I know that a lot of people are assuming that the chat and talk going around Five Nights at Freddy's is dying, but I like to believe that with the new teaser that went up on Scott Cawthon's site, and with the DLC coming out on October 31st, I still think that the chat and the theories and whatnot for Five Nights at Freddy's is still going to go around strong for a little while yet, until the DLC comes out. So anyways, today's top 5 is the top 5 mistakes that have been made by YouTube theorists. So making it to the number 5 position is that the Shadow Bonnie actually isn't Bonnie. Now, a lot of people have already probably caught on to this, so that's why it's made it to the number 5 position rather than the number 4 position. It kind of came to me at one point that Springtrap and the Shadow Bonnie look like scarishly alike. The smile, the teeth, and everything. And, but yeah, a lot of people were thinking that it was actually Toy Bonnie that was the Shadow Bonnie because of the teeth. But the thing is, the Toy Bonnie, I knew that it couldn't have been a Toy Bonnie because Toy Bonnie didn't have a full smile like that, and the ears also weren't broken. That's why a lot of people assumed that it was just Bonnie, because of the ears and the fact that it was a purple-looking shadow, or people thought that it was related to Purple Guy because of the purple shadow. But yeah, that was going around for a little while, and I kind of figured out that it was actually Springtrap that was the shadow. And I do still feel like the shadow still has some relation to the Purple Guy because the Purple Guy is Springtrap. So, but yeah, anyways, it's kind of irrelevant now. A lot of people have probably already caught on to that. So, anyways, moving on. Making it to the number 4 position is those color-changing buttons that you often see on the different animatronics. The most popular ones being Balloon Boy from Five Nights at Freddy's 2 and the Nightmare Freddy on Five Nights at Freddy's 4. Now, this is more popularly brought up by Smike, as he has said in many of his videos that the lighting, there has been like a mistake made by Scott Cawthon with the buttons, because when Balloon Boy is in his usual room, I think it went that they're both white, and then when he's in the vents they're also white, but when he comes into your office they turn black. And with the Nightmare Freddy in Five Nights at Freddy's 4, one button is black while the other one is white, and you see in the game that both of them, I think, are black. I haven't played the game myself, so I wouldn't really know. But this is a very, very common mistake, and a lot of people who have way too much time on their hands tend to notice these things and automatically call them mistakes, when in reality, it's just the lighting. Making it to the number 3 position is that the children were stuffed in the suits. Now, this one's going to go on for a little while, so sorry guys, but the common mistake is that people automatically assume that it was the children that went missing or were murdered that were stuffed into the suits because of the fact that people were complaining about the suits stinking and mucus and blood all over them, and mucus coming out of their eyes, and I think it was either the noses or the mouths that the mucus started coming out of. But anyways, the only catch is with FNAF 1 and FNAF 2, those animatronics you can crawl into. The first 2 animatronics ever to have those Springtrap abilities, I like to call them, is Fredbear and, of course, Springtrap. And there was a reason why those 2 animatronics were shut down. It was because the animatronics caused way too much injury and death to the employees. That's why they were shut down. And that is why the other animatronics that were in FNAF 1 and FNAF 2 didn't have that Springtrap capability. So it is a very, very common mistake that the YouTubers assumed that the children were stuffed in the suits when really they couldn't be. It was only in the Fredbear suit, or Golden Freddy or whatever, and Springtrap that people could get into, and it couldn't have been children either, because children were like way too small to actually have any springs like close in on them and kill them. the adults were the only ones that could die. That's why they went back into the room so no one could see, and that's why no one knew why the animatronics started smelling and why the mucus was coming around in the blood and whatnot. So yeah, it's a very common mistake, but it's something that a lot of people should have thought of by now. Making it to the number 2 position is that the missing Foxy eye patch in FNAF 4 is actually not a mistake. If you look closely when you see Foxy in the closet, you can see there's this strip of animatronic bit where his eye patch used to be, and you can see the mechanical parts underneath where his eye patch should have been. Now, I know that Smike has said when he goes back into a plushie, you can see the eye patch there, but I like to, well, it's not that I like to think, it's basically somehow I just know that, first of all, without the eye patch, Foxy was 10 times more creepy if he were to, compared to if he were to have only one eye showing and the one eye patch over his other eye. And it's also, you gotta take a really close look at these things because, those FNAF 4 animatronics are all withered, they're all broken up and all just mental. And the eye patch was, looked as if it were ripped off of Foxy somehow. And, somehow I guess I just like to think that it deteriorated or something, but yeah, I like to think, that it really wasn't a mistake on Scott's part. It actually isn't really a mistake at all, it's just something that Scott added into the game, and so yeah, I better stop before I fumble over my words even more. Now, making it to the number 1 position, and it's still going around, that's why it's made it to the number 1 position. In FNAF 2, that rare Foxy screen that you see actually isn't rare. I have a live stream account on Shoud TV, and I was playing some FNAF 2, and I realized that when you see Foxy in that service or parts room, it's not a rare screen at all. It's all about the timing. Whenever Foxy was in the hallway and then all of a sudden the lights stopped working, I quickly switched my camera and switched on my camera and flipped it to that parts room. Foxy was there. It's not a matter of having it just suddenly happen. It's a matter of timing it properly in order to actually see it. The reason it kind of made it to the number 1 position is that it has been still assumed that it is a rare screen. It is still considered a rare screen, when actually it's not. So anyways, yeah, that's it. I hope you all enjoyed. Remember to leave a like, subscribe, add this video to your favorites, leave a comment, tell me what you thought, and if any of these are actually kind of false, and if I'm the one making a mistake here. And just so you guys know, I'm not trying to bash Smike at all. He's already gotten enough crap because of the copyright issues that he's already had. And I'm not trying to bash him at all. I'm just saying that Smike is the only FNAF theorist that I ever really watch. And so he's the only one I know that has made some of these assumptions. So yeah, I'm in no way trying to speak negatively about him. I'm just trying to point some things out. And as far as videos go, I don't know when my next video is going to be posted. I figured out the issue as to why my videos won't post, but I've never gotten to actually making another video because of school, of my job, and there's been a lot of things going on with the family. And so yeah, I apologize immensely for that. But in any case, I really hope that you all enjoyed, and yeah, I'll see you all next time. Bye!